Hello and welcome to our Top Tips series. More and more people are discovering the enjoyment of a long walk in the country. Here you will find some good tips on packing your bag for a walk, with some useful equipment you might not have considered, and a few techniques to prevent you getting lost. Always estimate a time for the walk. Give yourself a generous 15 minutes per kilometre or 25 minutes per mile, and include some time for breaks. You can just about distinguish windows in a building when it's about 4 kilometres away from you, so it will take you just about an hour to actually get there. You should know roughly when the sun is going to set, unless you fancy getting caught out in the dark. A good ready reckoner for how many hours of sunlight are left is to place your palm under the sun. Each handspan equates to about 1 hour of daylight. Count the numbers of handspans down to the horizon. In this case, there are about 1.5 hours left. You should get into the habit of knowing roughly what direction you are heading in. The sun will always be roughly due south at noon, if you are north of the equator, that is. At other times of the day, you can point the hour hand of your watch at the sun. Halfway between the hour hand and the 12 o'clock mark will be roughly due south. If you get caught in a shower, head for an evergreen tree to shelter under. Holly bushes like this one are good for 1 or 2 people, or a bigger tree for a bigger group. Just before the shower ends, the birds will start singing again, and you can move off. You should invest in a decent bag. This one is 35 litres capacity, with various separate compartments and a ventilator for your back. It's absolutely ideal. Always carry some things with you. I have seen people hill walking in the Brecon Beacons on a scorching day with nothing, not even a water bottle. You can think of the obvious things like food and water, and serious walkers should refer to a hill walking handbook for an exhaustive list. But here are some items you may not have considered, and which you will find myriad uses for once you start carrying them. A whistle. It really is a lifesaver. 6 short blasts, with the sequence repeated at 1-minute intervals, is the distress signal. A penknife. This is the Huntsman Swiss Army knife, a very useful general tool. Once you start carrying one, you will wonder how you got by without it, even at the home or in the office. A torch, just in case you do get caught out. A small first aid kit. A length of good strong string. I never go anywhere without a slightly broader selection of useful items, which includes all the previous items, plus a larger first aid kit, including blister plasters and an elasticated bandage. A spoon, always be ready to eat a meal. A water bottle with plastic drinking cup and steel mug, so you can gather water, eat, drink and cook wherever you might be. Hand cleanser. A pouch with 3 different tinders. Fire is our best friend. A notebook and pencil. Another pouch with salt, pepper, sugar and tea. 2 sources of ignition. In this case, a lighter and a fire steel. Fire really is our best friend. Duct tape for all sorts of repairs, including human injury. And finally, a bandana for handling hot things. This selection represents the items which I have most commonly found a need for. That obviously reflects on how I spend my days. Your own list should include what is useful to you and what will keep you safe. But these are good core items for anybody spending time, or wanting to spend time, outdoors.